Yung nahuli po natin, isang Chinese national na based on our open source intelligence, with the assistance of our Armed Forces of the Philippines, is a graduate ng closed. Closed to ang tawag dyan. It's PLA University Science and Technology, which is controlled and operated by the People's Liberation Army.
Yes, that is very possible. And also, when we looked at the areas that were the areas that this group went to, nakita namin na mga EDCA sites yung iba. No? So it's very possible that the coordinates and the topography could be used for military purposes. No? Military targeting purposes.
Magandang hapon po, General Browner, sir. Yung po ba mga data documents na nakuha nitong mga nahuli ninyo na i-transfer na ipadala na po ba sa kanilang base sa China? Would you confirm that?
Possibly, no? Possibly. Kasi they are using yung equipment na real-time kinematics and global navigation satellite system. Kaya possibly na-transmit na nila on real-time.
Authority, yun yung reason kung bakit namin siya kinuha. Yung nahuli po natin, isang Chinese national na based on our open source intelligence, with the assistance of our Armed Forces of the Philippines, is a graduate ng closed. Closed to ang tawag dyan. It's PLA University Science and Technology, which is controlled and operated by the People's Liberation Army. With address in Nanjing, Jiangsu, China. Itong nahuli po natin ay isa siyang specialist in terms of control engineering and the automation and engineering discipline. Yung kasama ho niya ay dalawang local cohorts. Yun yung nagde-drive nung vehicle, and then meron siyang kasama, yung passenger. And then with the directives ng ating subject, foreign national, meron na ho silang mapa kung saan iikot. In fact, ang plano ho nila, pagkatapos nilang maiikot yung buong Luzon, ang next target ho nila yung buong Visayas at Mindanao. So hindi na po namin hinintay na magpuproceed sila sa Visayas, kinuha na po namin through interdiction operation.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Zian Ambrosio from ABS-CBN. For General Browner and for Director Santiago, regarding, would you know how long na po ang operations nito kaya? Since na-mention nyo na dati nang merong ganito. And second, ano po yung participation ng Filipino cohorts dito?
We believe that nagsimula yung espionage operations ng China even prior to the apprehension or capture of the equipment last year. But nakita po natin na just recently, very recently, yung paggamit po nila nitong mga equipment na ito. So, kasi bagong technology po ito na ginagamit nila. That is why nakafocus rin po tayo dito. Kung gumagamit po sila ng technology in order to spy on us, we're also using technology to pinpoint these kinds of activities. No? Hindi lang po yung technology, pati human intelligence. So, marami pong nagsusumbong sa atin about these kinds of activities. This is the same type of intelligence that we are also using against POGOs. No? Kaya po nakikita natin sila, natutumbok po natin kung saan yung mga operations nila. And yung mga Filipino cohorts were just drivers. No? Dito, yung sa recent apprehension natin. But in the previous apprehension last year, isang Chinese individual ang gumagawa ng lahat nito. He was the one driving the vehicle, he was the one operating the equipment.
Good afternoon po, sir. Camille Samonte po from TV5. Sir, are we able to identify kung paano po siya nakapunta dito sa nakapasok? Like, yung visa ba niya ay tourist? And then also, nakapag-coordinate na rin po ba tayo sa Chinese Embassy?
Yeah, actually, we have a copy of his passport and we are now verifying it with the Bureau of Immigration. And I think 5 years na siguro siyang nandito or even more. And we believe that, dinadab namin siya as a sleeper kasi through our monitoring. Yung galawan niya talagang nasa normal lang. Kaya niyang mag-blend in sa iba't ibang grupo. Hindi siya pansinin. So, more or less 5 years na siyang nandito sa Pilipinas.
And then, sir, tama po ba? This is also related dun sa drone po na na-confiscate sa Masbate. How are we able to verify na it was connected po?
Hindi pa natin na-connect, no? But we're just looking into the overall espionage effort ng China. Because we believe that the drone was made in China. So, pero yung specific na data na nakuha niya, we're still looking into it through our forensics.
Sir, General Brown, sir, Ben Pultacos sa Philippine News Agency. Sir, he was mentioning, Mr. Attorney Lontac was mentioning that the equipment used was also, may secondary use siya as for sighting artillery. Would you go out and venture and say that the operations was pre-sighting possible targets? Military targets?
Yes, that is very possible. And also, when we looked at the areas that the areas that this group went to, nakita namin na mga EDCA sites yung iba, no? So it's very possible that the coordinates and the topography could be used for military purposes, no? Military targeting purposes.
Sir, one last question, sir. Stretch ba to say na in the case of yung Bamban, kasi the National Historical Commission has turned out a paper parang 2 years ago that Bamban played a key part in World War II in launching air attacks for the Japanese for as far as Leyte. So may ano ba yan? May influence ba yan yung the way that they expanded the influence in that particular area?
If you look at Bamban, napakalapit niya sa Clark. And it's between Clark and Capas, Tarlac, where we have a major military camp. No, nandyan yung Army Training and Doctrine Command. Nandyan rin yung Armored Division natin sa Capas, Tarlac. And nakita naman natin during the World War II, no, yung Capas played also another a very important role, lalong-lalo na dun sa Death March. No? So, kaya nakikita namin yung strategic importance nung Bamban na Pogo.
Sir, ginawa nito, yung po bang mga data, Magandang hapon po, General Browner, sir. Yung po bang mga data documents na nakuha nitong mga nahuli ninyo na i-transfer, na ipadala na po ba sa kanilang base sa China? Would you confirm that?
I think Attorney Lotok can answer. Or maybe NBI Director, sir?
Possibly, no? Possibly. Kasi they are using yung equipment na real-time kinematics and global navigation satellite system. Kaya possibly na-transmit na nila on real time. As soon as they got the information, transmitted agad.
Yes, sir. Actually, upon apprehension, nung chinek ho namin yung ICT equipment, meron ho nung application na ang capability niya is to remotely access the devices over the internet. May nakita ho kaming profile name doon, written in Chinese character, which is actively siphoning the data from the ICT equipment. So we believe na is real time habang nag-collect sila ng data from different sites. automatic kinokolect ito ng user remotely over the internet.
Yes, sir. Yung po ba, na walang mga chips sa kanilang katawan para baka mamaya merong nakalagay sa kanilang katawan na didetect din ng kanilang government yung kanilang pagpasok dito sa DOJ at yung mga nagaganap dito ngayon.
Actually, subject po yan, ma'am, sa aming forensic team. We are working on that. And then, siguro hingi kami ng assistance with the Armed Forces of the Philippines para ma-ensure ho natin na malinis sila nung pumasok dito sa tanggapan na to.
Pero paano niyo po sila iharap dito? Na ano na ba sila?
Yeah, basically, nag-frisking kami. Inubad namin yung mga damit na yan kung ano meron man. Wala naman kami nakita so far. But doon sa concern mo, kung merong chips na nasa loob ng katawan, hindi pa ho namin pinaprocess yan. But I think with the Armed Forces of the Philippines, gawin namin ho yung process of checking sa kanilang mga...
Maraming salamat po.
Hi, good afternoon. Dana Tingkongko of GMA Integrated News. Sorry, I understand you're still determining the connections of, tama no, lima na yung incidents. Limang underwater drones, pero like yung incidents of espionage.
Using this type of technology, this is the second.
This is the second.
Yes.
So limang drones plus these two, 7. Etong dito sa equipment na to, do they know each other or were the investigators able to establish whether or not they actually know each other? Makakilala ba sila or... I have 2 questions pero yun muna, sige.
Yeah, actually, it's a group of Chinese national comprising 2 hardware engineer, 1 software engineer, and then a financier, which currently in China right now, and another Chinese couple, identify na namin sila, plus itong dalawang local cohorts. We have an ongoing investigation right now and I cannot divulge the information. Ayaw namin ma-preempt po ito. Kasi medyo ang tinitingnan namin yung connection nito from different organizations. Specifically, nung nakita kasi namin yung cellphone, may mga deposit slips in the tune of 1.7, 12 million weekly, 1.5 million pinapadala sa iba't ibang shell companies. Tinitinan ho namin kung gaano kalaki itong organization na to. Kung sino yung nasa likod nito, state-sponsored ba siya or organized crime group ba siya. So ongoing po yung ating investigation at I think pag kumpleto na ho yung data namin, ibibigay ho sa inyo ni Director yung complete report dito.
So we are still not yet sure if this is government sanctioned. Is it still too early to say? Baka pwedeng criminal activity, simple criminal activity to?
Yeah, that's possible. But then again, we would want to issue a statement pag meron na kaming backup information and data para hindi tayo magkamali.
But as we speak, wala pang ganong establishment.
As of the moment, ang na-establish ho natin, they are engaged in ISR operations, meaning intelligence surveillance and reconnaissance operations to the prejudice of our national defense. Considering na yung mga target nito are mostly critical infrastructure na may kinalaman ho sa ating national security.
Okay, ito yung tunay na second question. The way na discover ito is through tips, as you mentioned, General Browner. Human intelligence, nagsusumbong yung mga tao, even yung sa ibang incidents, galing din sa tao, yung pagbibigay ng impormasyon. Would you say na they are less, there's less finesse in how they're doing this, because if this is intelligence or reconnaissance surveillance work, there should be some sort of discretion to it. Would you say that either nabawasan ng finesse or nadagdagan yung parang impunity?
Hindi pa ho ako makapagsabi dyan conclusively, kasi kanya-kanyang methodology yan. It's either magaling ho yung ating Armed Forces of the Philippines in terms of detecting this kind of activity, and it's either they can be an unwitting asset or unwitting sleeper, pwedeng ganon. Or since ang nag-ooperate sa ground, itong mga local cohorts, siguro ang thinking nila is that normal conditions lang to at hindi ito mapa-flag down ng law enforcement authority. So either way, again, ang information namin, yung final report is ibibigay sa inyo ni Director. Pag na-collate na po namin lahat ng data para makita natin yung the whole picture ng issue natin.
Good afternoon po. Adrian Ayalin po, ABS-CBN. Yung collected data po tungkol sa topography, ano po ba yung danger nito? And iba pa ba yung kanilang makukuhang kumbaga data dito? Kasi may Google Maps naman, yung mga satellite. Ano pa po ba yung kaibahan ng data na nakokollect nila?
Marami pa ho kasing mas importanteng details na kailangan in order for, let's say, yung na-mention ko kanina na military targeting. No? So, hindi lang po yung topography, yung mga usual data na nakukuha natin sa Google Maps, but for instance, activities doon sa lugar. Ano po yung mga, let's say, not just the topography of the area, but what kinds of vehicles can pass through these kinds of topography. Or, kung meron po ho kasing mga detalye na hindi nakikita, let's say, ng satellites, na mas nakikita dun sa ground. So, these are all very important information that we believe kapag nagamit po ng military would be very dangerous for us. No? Dahil especially, dun sa nakita natin na inikutan nila, merong EDCA sites, as I mentioned, may mga kampo. No? So, this is very dangerous, of course, once the data is used by another military.
Yung follow-up lang po, yung danger po, ano po yun? Parang pwedeng pasukin nila kapag nalaman nila kung saan yung mga pintuan halimbawa, or even baka stretch din pag-atake, ano po ba yung mga danger na ito?
Yes, definitely ganun. No? For instance, kami rin, bilang military, once we have a plan to attack a specific installation or facility, dapat alam namin halos lahat. No? Yung topography, entry-exit points, even the configuration ng buildings inside itself. And yung equipment na nakita namin, you don't even have to go inside the camp itself. Kahit nasa labas ka, kaya nung data na yun to determine very specific details.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Additional question, sir. Meron na po bang sinabi ang suspect na sila, kung anong side nila dito sa pangyayari na to? Ano pong involvement po nila, sir?
Actually, yung ating local cohorts, nung nahuli sila, nagulat sila, at the same time, nag-execute sila ng extrajudicial confession, saying that inutusan sila nito na umikot sa ganitong lugar, and then i-process itong klase ng equipment through the directives of the Chinese national subject. Siya yung
nasa left side? Cohorts po ang dalawang Filipinos. Yeah.
Sir, ano na po yung directive natin after this? Meron ba tayong additional na paghigpit dun sa mga data natin, dun sa nakita natin na sa mga military camp, sa bases, and EDCA sites, and even dun sa mga LGU?
Sa side ng AFP, talagang lalo tayo naghigpit, no, sa security, especially inside camp. That's why mapapansin po ninyo, yung iba sa inyo, pagka nag-attempt na pumasok sa kampo, mas strict na ngayon yung mga gwardiya natin. And this is also in line with our agreement with the United States, yung GSOMIA, no? General Security of Military Information Agreement with them. We have to make sure that our camps are secure, hindi lang po yung mga kampo, but even vital installations, no? So, aside from being very strict inside the camps, we are also monitoring the periphery of our camps. Dahil napansin po natin, katulad dun sa mga EDCA sites natin, ay bigla na lang may tumatayong mga pogo sa katabing area ng mga EDCA sites natin. So that's why we are very careful, and we have also enhanced yung ating intelligence operations against espionage activities nationwide.
Are you also eyeing to implement like background checks po? Since kasi yung ito pong nahuli, 5 years na pala siyang nakatira dito.
Actually, ongoing ho yung aming background investigations. May mga na-identify kami ng mga kasama nito, nakaregin na sa China ngayon, but they have businesses, established businesses here in the Philippines. So,
the Chinese protested in the first time used cameras to block out the areas where these people go. Was the start of those where being surveyed or
Yes, yes. No, yung mga exercise areas natin, nakita namin, napuntahan din nila.
Yeah, actually, if I may, meron akong list dito nung mga sites na dinadaanan nila. We have in Batangas, AFP signal frequency repeater. We have in GCP substation, Batangas Combined Power Plant, Batangas Navigational Lighthouses, Petrochemical Complex, Malampaya, Coast Guard District, Southern Luzon, and then Combined Cycle Power Plant sa Batangas City, and then sa Laguna, yung Kalayaan Power Plant, in GCP, Lumban Substation, and 201st Brigade, Cavite, Laguna, etc. So marami ho, nasa listahan po namin. Magpo-provide ho kami ng list nito, and then didistribute po namin sa inyo, ma'am, sirs.
Laban Pinas.